Watagwan, Saggitarius. Watagawan. Welcome to Meta Vibes. I'm Meta. What's poppin'? All right, so today I'm going to be doing your November reading for Sagittarius. Oh God. So I'm going to be doing your Sagittarius reading for the month of November 2020. Take what applies, let the rest fly. I want to thank you guys. I got to do this in every video because it's true. I want to thank y'all for liking and sharing and subscribing and donating to your girl and booking readings. I just want to be able to give you guys enlightenment and help you use tarot and astrology for personal development. It's helped me tremendously, and I want to do the same for you guys, all right? Now, I'm not a fucking black belt, fucking purple witch expert, whatever. I'm not. I have a Saturn in Sagittarius, which means, and Saturn is in my sixth house. So typically my work zone means that I have to kind of function like a Sagittarius, which means I have to be an entrepreneur. I have to work for myself. I cannot work for other people, especially with the North Node in Aries. So Sagittarians, I really connect with you guys. One, I grew up with a bunch of Sagittarians, so I've seen the shadow side and I've seen the good side. And two, yeah, I have some planets in Sagittarius, some crucial planets in Sagittarius, planets that have to do with my karma, that have to do with just my overall like personal enrichment. Those houses house Sagittarius for me. So this is a very special sign for me, even though most of y'all, cause I have some Sagittarians, boy, that I don't even want to see. I don't want to see in this lifetime or the next lifetime, but I have a few that, um, have definitely given me guidance along the way. And I want to thank you guys so much. You know who you are. All right. But I have to say, Sagittarian men, sexy as fuck. Sagittarian women, sexy as fuck. Like, y'all just some sexy motherfuckers, man. So, know that. All right. So, let's jump into it. So, I'm going to go over your current situation, how you're rolling into November, towards the end of October. I'm going to go over what's your challenge for the month, what's helping you, as in like what's lucky for you, and what's not going to change, like the constant, and how you're going to roll into December. So I'm going to preemptively say, well, no, your birthday's hasn't shown up yet. Has it? No. It's going to be mid-November when your birthday shows up. So happy birthday, Sagittarius. Sagittario. All right, Sagittarius. Get your fine, fiery ass. Yeah, like, get to the fucking point, bitch. You and Aries are so fucking feisty. Can I fix my evil eye, please? This says victoire, for victory. Yeah, because I be championing on the masses. I had to with the Saturn and Sag. I had to become a champion. I had to learn how to do that shit, man. Yeah, I think I'm an unofficial Sagittarian. All right, so Journey. This is how you're rolling into November. Card of Journey, and under the deck you have Door to Romance. So maybe you're trying to set up a contract or set up a deal with someone. Oh, and under that you have Victory. So you're victorious in something. See, that's what I see. Victoire. So bam, you were able to successfully do something. Maybe you had to move real quick and you didn't know how you were doing it, but you did it. Maybe you had to take a trip somewhere that you was unexpected and you're just like, fuck, my car's in the shop. Mercury. Okay, fuck, my car's in the shop. I don't want to Uber out there because it's too much money. Whatever was holding you back, but it looks like you successfully are able to make whatever transition this is. But this could also be your soul's journey. You know, when I was thinking about you guys before I started this reading, I was thinking about how a lot of people don't know how to life. Let me explain. Um, there is such a thing as nature versus nurture. And a lot of people, their inner nature was something that's very innocent and very shy and reserved and all these things. But especially if you're a Sagittarius of a certain age, and you grew up during a time where there was less involvement with the internet, I feel as though your journey has been a little bit tougher than most. You kind of had to man up or woman up. You know, you never had the opportunity to really just like delve into your emotions and really figure out like what feels right for you. Um, you didn't have like it's like you had to grow up too fast, I feel, because you were around people who either taunted you or challenged you or, made you, not make you do things, but like kind of like shined a horrible light on you if you didn't do certain things a certain way or pledge your loyalty to whatever. Sagittarius, I feel like, you kind of, your journey has been long and winding. And I feel as though, see, this girl, I feel like the light is on. Yeah, the light is on for her. But what is she holding? An orb here? What is that? She has her bags. I feel like, and this is the day of two. Two represents Venus. Venus represents Taurus and Libra. You might have Libra in your chart. You might have Taurus in your chart. You might be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. But I feel as though, you see the path. It's like you see the path because, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? The divine, or angels or God or whatever, or the universe, has shed light on your past. And I think you're starting to see, like, you're in like transition right now for the month of November or going into November, maybe, until the end of December. And or you're carrying the final last like stop before your birthday and your solar cycle begins again. This is a long-winded explanation of this card. I mean, I should look into the book, but this is what intuitively I'm getting for you. All right, so my cards are reversed. Sorry. So to clarify, you have the Fool and the what is this? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Swords. All right. Okay, Sagittarius under the deck. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so you were going down a path, and I think going back to what I was saying about a lot of us not knowing how to life, and that we basically start out tabula rasa, and we don't expect anything, but we don't feel impending doom coming, right? So this fool, this person, and I don't mean like fool, like a dumb fool. I mean like the fool, like unencumbered, no baggage. They're not worrying about food, they're not worrying about shelter, they're not worrying about any of that because this person, they if they slept on the floor and it didn't rain that night, they'd be happy. And if it did rain, they'd find some sort of tree to sleep or oak or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the type of person that's just happy, jubilant to be alive. This is Aries energy. This is Aquarius energy as well. This is also Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And this fool, the whole story of the tarot is about the fool's journey. So this is like major like energy right now, Sagittarius. I feel as though you are trying to you're about to head out on a new journey, not trying to start. You've been kind of propelled into a new direction. Capricorn, you might be dealing with a Capricorn. Sagittarius, you were propelled into a new direction and you're scared because this time you're missing something that you've always had. Maybe a safety net, maybe a certain person, maybe you know, maybe your mindset, like maybe you've changed the way you looked at things and people. But look at this. Look what flew out of the deck. You have Tower, solid foundation, success with effort, and then you have Seahorse, family matters. Okay, 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 okay. All right. So maybe you're starting a new beginning with family, or you want to start over in family. Maybe you kind of have been in situations that weren't so, family oriented with involving family. Like maybe you allowed certain things to happen with your kids, like they're cursing more or whatever, some dumb bullshit like that. But it's very important to you because you want to make sure that they're well to do. Maybe, you're one of those parents who haven't been the best parent and you've just been foolish with your decisions, and now you see the ramifications because as you get older, as you become the crone, as you become, the grandfather instead of the father, as you reach those ages, you look back on your life and on your journey and you're just like, did I do the right things? I'm also seeing like there's an expression that Haitians have. Um, they say when they're proud of something, or someone in the Haitian community does something amazing, they say something like "race la pas perdue," the race has not been lost, right? The lineage, you know what I'm saying? And you're just like, did I live up to my ancestors who fought in oppression to remove themselves from that? I mean, you're asking yourself some real fucking questions, some heavy shit. Sagittarius, you're asking yourself now, like, am I wasting my time? But you're being successful. Look at this small child. One more clarifier. A rich man in reverse. I don't take reversals, but these cards are coming out in reverse. All right, so, okay, Sagittarius. It looks like something that was going well with family, like, someone, like you were working with a family member and you guys might have hit a snag, or you were trying to create a family environment in a work situation and you were open-hearted about it. You were jolly, you were excited, you were just like, yes, I get to work with my best friends, I get to work with my family members, we're making money, things are good, whatever. But I feel as though you have been apprehensive moving into November because maybe someone's sick, and this could be your baby daddy is sick or something like that, or your baby daddy has been helping you out financially and now he's sick and you're just like, what am I going to do about money? I know that sounds like a callous um mentality, but that is a real fucking question to ask yourself, is it not? Or maybe you're kind of in the frying pan, Sagittarius, because you kind of shit on someone that you shouldn't have shit on, and that person was actually like an amazing person. That person was actually like really fundamental to the business, but you were arrogant, which is what I'm hearing, or you're dealing with an arrogant character. I mean, but fear not. You know what I'm saying? There's a solid foundation with success. Family matters. So it looks like overall, whatever the situation is going to be solved. There's going to be a bomb I'm getting put over it. But, for others, because I have false person under the deck, if you were successful in creating a situation for your family on the back of this rich man, that's not gonna work anymore. I'm sorry. None of that karmic bullshit, okay? In this reading, I rebuke you, karma. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I want to talk about enlightenment and growth and personal development and metaphysical things. This karmic DM divine feminine bullshit. Like, yes, it if I really wanted to, I could do those type of readings, and it would get a lot of streams and more people would book readings with me. But I really want to keep it on the straight and narrow. I want to give people the messages that are going to, and yes, those messages are important, I'm not gonna lie, because I've had my fair share of divine feminine and divine masculine readings that have gotten me out of situations, so they are useful, yes. But I guess for my page, I want to keep it less speculative and more personal development wise. Like, this is the issue. This is how you're acting. This is how they're acting. This is what you guys can do to solve the problem. How will it end? All right. And how you guys can make it better. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? And even recommend books if I have to. Look at this. So what's not going to change for the month of November is indecision. Bottom of the deck, walking away. So you have to decide to walk away, or somebody's going to walk away from you, Sagittarius. I feel like this is a home matter. I feel like this is, yeah. I feel like somebody's been really arrogant or greedy or boastful, or just someone in the home has been emanating this really like you owe me type of energy to the world, not just to the family members. There, a lot of, especially in Caribbean families. I know this happens in more families than one, but there's a lot of like parents always guilt trip their kids. I've done so much for you. I need you to do this for me. Do you know what I sacrificed for you? I had to say this and that to make sure this happened for you. I've been, I had to get with men, for example. I had to go to the casino. I had to go sell my ass, whatever they had to do to help you, or they say they had to do to help you, and it's like, I feel like Sagittarians are trying to evolve. I feel like, well, this is the reading, the energy that I've been getting for all of the signs, but I feel like Sagittarians really just they're indecision because they're just like, I just don't want to repeat what's been going on the last 20 years, the last 10 years, the last 2 years. I just the last 8 years, like enough is enough. Like, this has been going on since I was 8, or when you were 8 years old, something happened, and you're just like, I'm just so tired. Like, I just want to have a peaceful family. I just want to like be able to, I just want peace. I want a peaceful work environment. I want peace around me, because it looks like somebody around you is indecisive about something to do with money, something to do with taxes, something to do with paperwork, something to do with bank accounts, assets like a house or something like that. Okay. All right. So let's clarify. You have grasshopper, situations in the balance that requires careful handling. Okay. So this is external to you. Okay. And you have fan, romance, celebration, and party. All right. So you're getting invites. It's the holiday season. People want you to come out. Come through, come chill, come hang. You have a wishbone. So a wish is granted. So, and then under that, you have temptation. Okay, so that's what I was looking for. I knew something was coming up. Temptation will test you. Yeah. So someone around you is being tested, Sagittarius, and whatever they're being tested by is affecting your life. It could be your mate. It could be your job is looking for other candidates because of some bullshit that you did. And let's be 100%. Everybody does something wrong. Maybe you have too many points for your attendance. Maybe you got a bad score on I don't know, your report or whatever. I don't know. Maybe just, I don't know, something to do with your job, and you're just your marks are not where they should be or where they usually are, and people are deciding about you, basically, is what I'm saying. Maybe you've been partying a little bit too much, and you're because when I see situation that requires careful handling, so maybe you were in charge of something and you spent more time worried about your love life and sex and money and all these things instead of actually handling the situation, and now people are indecisive about you. Maybe there's a situation that you slacked on, you know or that wasn't handled properly, and it has to do with money, some sort of fucking money situation. All right, let's clarify. You have Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. You're getting, so it's almost as if these two people are deciding about you. There's the death card. Death, taxes, sex, money that you make with other people, inheritance, paperwork, transmutation, endings, someone actually dying. You know what I'm saying? We are in the middle of like a fucking plague right now. Sagittarius, there's like someone that you're dealing with that's younger than you, an Aries, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, and it's like they get information about you that changes death change, or ends the way they see you. And that indecision that they have, well, Nine of Pentacles, at least your money's straight. At least you're straight financially. Or this water sign is, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio woman, right? Whoever that is. But you're dealing with someone that's younger than you, Sagittarius, they're indecisive about doing something, you're indecisive about something, you're trying to reconnect with an old friend, they're trying to reconnect with old family. Maybe you're married to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, and Libras are hella indecisive, so it's not even a surprise that they can't make their fucking decision. But it's almost as if some fact, some information, some sort of hostility has been brought from the external world into your life, Sagittarius, or you're just communicating with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, and you're just like, shit, I really don't know how to feel about this. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know where I'm going with this. Or this person is bringing this information to you, which is making you indecisive because they're indecisive. They don't know what to do either. All right. Clarifiers. 2 more. Small child again. A rich man upright this time. This person is trying to make a decision about you, Sagittarius. Do they continue working with you? Nope. Death card again. Change. This time, this change is the number 9, not the number 8. And the 9 represents the 9th house, which represents legal matters, legal paperwork, the judicial system, courts. I'm getting like a rich man gave you a small child. Like literally, they could have got you pregnant, or you could have got them pregnant. Or a small child could be like, I'm getting child support situation with this. And I feel as, okay, so there's a baby mama or a baby daddy that instead of using the child support money to take care of the kid, they fucking were out having a grand old time, romancing other people, celebrating with other people, using using the rich man's money to celebrate with other people. And now, you know, now the communication to you or from them is harsh, Sagittarius, and it needs to be handled with extreme care because this indecision card means that, from what I can tell, that a situation is ending. A situation is ending, whether you're ending it or someone is ending it with you. Like I'm hearing no more negotiating. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's what I'm hearing. All right, Sagittarius. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what your main focus, goal, or challenge is for the month of November. Oh God, we're already 23 minutes in. I'm trying to keep this short, man, but it doesn't work. Trying to keep these short. All my readings are like 50 minutes. I just got so much to fucking say. It's like ridiculous. All right, Sagittarius. You have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. All right. And then walking away again. Okay. So this is your main challenge, your focus, and your goal. 30. Wow, how interesting. I opened the book and it was immediately. Okay, so this is intimacy and creativity. So the second chakra vibrates at the energy of the beautiful angel, Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy, promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears, it's urging you to get creative, let yourself reach out into the unexplored areas of self expression. It's also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself to emotional intimacy, that may be coming your way. So your main challenge and your focus is basically saying that you need to be more the way you're. I feel like you need more softer interactions with people. I feel like you've kind of always been in, I gotta succeed mode. I gotta make this shit happen mode. Like business. It's all business. It's always business. No emotions. I'm gonna do whatever I can. Cutthroat. Five of swords. Five of swords. Five of swords. And I feel as though you've alienated yourself or some people doing that, having that type of energy. I feel as though you just don't want to be shown out. You don't want to be, somebody must have hurt your pride really bad years ago or when you were growing up, and I feel as though you just hardened yourself. You just hardened yourself where you're just like, I'm never gonna be punk like that again. Nobody's gonna even know if this person ever did that shit to me. Like, I feel as though like previous mates have done you wrong. I don't feel like it's family. I don't feel like it's friends. I feel like your lovers, like you kind of, it's because I feel as though you were not taught like self-love, or maybe you were, I don't know, or maybe like, yeah, maybe growing up you weren't taught self-love and you had to learn it and understand it the older you got. Great, cool, right? But that remnant is still there, and your sacral chakra, and it got in the way of your creativity. So instead of being creative, instead of being open-hearted, instead of having, energy flowing from your sacral chakra, um, your creativity, you used it, especially if this is in your challenge and your main focus and your goal. I feel like you use your creative, bountiful creative energies because you're very creative, Sagittarius. You guys are so smart. You guys are so witty. You guys are so like energetic. You guys are so fucking like expansive. Your ruler is Jupiter. You guys are just so like I'm getting the word wonderful. You guys are full of wonder. You guys are wonderful. You guys are brainiacs. You guys are the philosophers of the zodiac. And I feel as though all of that amazing, wondrous, wanderlust, phenomenal energy was used like for like bad purposes, especially if this isn't, or you're using it, or you're funneling all of that magical energy that already is like within you because your ruling planet is Jupiter. I mean, you can't get any more positive and expansive. I bet you guys are great at gambling, at raffles, at whatever. Like, you guys just win shit, because I'm getting a really like Wheel of Fortune, like someone who, someone who like I'm getting the word opportunist, but not in like the negative fashion. Like, yes, of course, people could use it negatively. Like, it can be opportunist. Like earlier when I saw that message about the baby mama trying to, the baby daddy, like, keeping the kid just in spite of the other parent, just so they can get the money and not even take care of the kid type shit, and that type of nasty, like, ignorant shit. But um, I feel as though you guys have a huge amount of like life force, and this old archaic knowledge, and like well of creativity within you, but you use it for the wrong reasons, or someone around you does, and your challenge is to see them waste their potential. It's like they could have used that to like do anything other than scheme and plot and plan and just be manipulated. It's just, you need to talk to Archangel Ariel. Burn a candle and talk to Ariel. I don't care if you've never burned a candle and prayed and done all that shit. Like, there's nothing wrong, even if you don't get a candle, there's nothing wrong with asking Archangel Ariel to help you clear your energy. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing weird about it. It's a freaking angel. They're only here to help you. A lot of you guys are atheists, which I will never understand, because how you're watching tarot but you're an atheist? If you don't believe in anything, don't believe what I'm saying. Turn my shit off. All right. All right. Fire. Judgment card. All right. Something coming back from the dead, or resurrection. Maybe, you know what? Maybe this is this negative energy, because like what I was describing before with that person who was just being manipulative and using their God-given like creative energy for like the worst. There's going to be a resurrection. There's going to be a recalculating. There's going to be, you might even see someone you haven't seen in a long time, or you got to reach back and talk to someone that you weren't your best person with. King of Swords. Okay. So this King of Swords has made a judgment on your life. Because of this energy, I feel like there was a energy where someone wasted their potential, what could have been a better situation, because, let's see, one more clarifier, because someone was being manipulative. What did I say? You have the Magician, the fucking Magician under the deck, over money. What did I say? The 8th house, taxes, paperwork, inheritance, commissions, shared money, fucking goddamn. Like, this shit is not a lie. This is your challenge and your main focus and your goal. It's like I'm hearing exploitation. That's what I'm hearing, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh. All right. More clarifiers. Let me cut this shit, man. The ignorant energy keeps coming through. I really want to. Karmic shit. Maybe I need to stop listening to karmic videos. How about that? I'm gonna stop listening to karmic shit. Because it's really like fucking with my head and my energy. Alright. So 2 came out. You have February and you have Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up. Alright, so what did I say about the opportunistic energy? Someone who had amazing potential or who has amazing potential is using it for the wrong thing. And because they were malicious about something, or they misused their God-given talent, their God-given wonderful energy, and and their manipulation is actually going to come in to an end in February, or something happened in February of this year and they manipulated a situation. They saw an opportunity and they fucking took it. The Bull. You dealing with a Taurus? Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. You probably have a Taurus on that ass. You know what's crazy? I heard this in Astro Queen. Shout out to Astro Queen. That Sagittarius in the zodiac was the only sign that had a weapon, the bow and arrow. And what are you hunting? The bull. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, and there's this archaic, you know, this archaic like hunting energy that has, you know, just followed you guys throughout many lifetimes, many dimensions, many parallel universes. The archer, the archway, the archer is constantly searching for prey because they're hungry. They want to manipulate this prey so they can make money selling the clothes off their back, the meat for food, the horns and head for decoration. It's like there's many ways to skin a cat, and I feel as though that was the idea when you're using your your super creative potential to manipulate a situation for the worst. Now you got a King of Swords in your ass, and you don't know what to do. All right, so what's helping you? What's helping you in the month of November, Sagittarius? You have an opportunity to get out of the situation. The opportunity is going to present itself. You better grab it. Every man for himself from now until the end of the year, Sagittarius. I don't know why I have to say that to you, because that's not like a message that, um, you know, I find to be peaceful and resonating. But, well, scratch that. Let me just say this. There are people who are destined for poverty. Some of them are in your family. Some of them have done such heinous deeds, even though they were good to you. They've committed such heinous crimes that it's like their energy is fragmented. And whoever is in close proximity or is assisting this person, their energy is also going to become fragmented, which means there's going to be a leak where negative entities can come in and just chill. You know, it's kind of like sex. You got to be careful who you have sex with. Even with family, you got to be careful because even if you grew up with them, that doesn't make them a good person. That doesn't mean that you owe them your loyalty. They could give birth to you. And I learned this personally myself. And if someone is meant for poverty and they know that, what they're going to do is they're going to try to steal someone else's fortune and claim it as their own, like the hunter and their prey. So you have to ask yourself, do I want to be a part of that? Because I feel as though there's a decision that is going to come down the pipeline that's going to affect not only you, but like everyone around you or whoever this person is. It's going to affect them and I'm sorry, I'm wearing like shorts and everyone around them. And I feel as though that it's kind of like you saw it coming, but you didn't do anything to change it. Um, let's see. And that type of like energy, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let's go into what's helping you for the month of January. I'm sorry, the month of November. January is important to you guys. November, you have all tied up. So this is what's helping you. And then again, you have Archangel Ariel. Again, Archangel Ariel pops up. And then you have community. So someone in your family. So yeah. So someone that you grew up with, or someone that you're affiliated or have an affinity to, right? Someone that you that could be brethren, someone that's shares something with you, like a lineage or the same skin tone, someone you have a familiarity with. What's helping you is that person is all tied up. Maybe it's just someone you really didn't like and now they're in jail or that's fucked up. Or what's helping you is you kind of trap yourself in a situation, but only because God wanted you to realize what you were doing or what this person was doing. It's like you get stuck in a situation, stuck in the middle with you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Something to the left of me, something to the right, and here I am, stuck in the middle with you. That's what I'm hearing. This person all tied up, this is the Eight of Swords. Someone is mentally blocked or physical or mentally in anxiety, or someone is not able to think clearly, and that's what's helping you. I mean, maybe this is your opponent, quote unquote, right? Someone who's not able to make a decision, or it says all tied up, lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. So this card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or maybe some technicalities are blocking your way. Um, if this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Like, look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? Ooh, part two, the habits, the drinking, the excessive smoking. I'm an advocate for weed. I'm forever going to be an advocate for weed. But when you're doing it in excess and you're not functioning in life, okay, hello. Weed is not a gateway drug. All right, spare me. Spare me the fucking politica. Anyway, you might be dealing with someone who's an addict. And they get themselves into a situation where they have to go to rehab. Or you get put into rehab. You purposely put yourself in rehab all tied up. Or you start to think about going to rehab and you're just like, fuck, I wonder what people will think. I need you to stop worrying about what the fuck people think and get yourself the help you need, because this is your life, this is your karma, these are your ancestors, these are your children. I can't even speak. Your children. And you're wasting more time worrying about what these old ass motherfuckers around you or these people who are not going to be important 10 years from now have to say about whatever the fuck you got going on. All right, Sagittarius? Fucking spare me. You guys are too smart to even be worried about that shit. Worried about the wrong things. Mind the business that pays you, bro. Nurture the business that pays you. Because you wasting your time trying to pull a fast one on people. Again, the King of Swords. This motherfucker. Two of Cups. Okay, okay. This is what's helping you. Okay, okay, okay. So you... Three of Pentacles, the bottom of the deck. This King of Swords is in your ass. Maybe you're working with multiple air signs. You have a Gemini around you. Maybe this is someone who's supporting you. Maybe this is one of the loves of your life. Maybe you have a really good friend who's an air sign. I mean, it makes sense. You're a fire sign. You would have a lot of air signs around you. Maybe someone around you is just like, listen, but maybe it's a bromance situation where they truly love you and they have your best interest at heart, and they're just like, man, you really need help. Like, let me help you. Or, you or they give you the advice that you need. Like, like you tell them your situation that you're going through, and they're just like, you really know what you have to do. And it's like the thing that you didn't want to do, you have to do, and they are just like reconfirming it for you. They give you the clarity that you need to make the right decision. And I mean, this is what's helping you. So it's like you're not alone, Sagittarius. Aw, whatever you're going through. This is so sweet. You have someone around you that really, really cares. It's a masculine figure. This is a general reading. It could be a feminine. Yes, I don't care though, because it's showing up as a man. All right? So you could be the feminine, and you have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius around you, or someone who's very cerebral. And they're just giving you advice. They're just like, this is what you should do. This is what you can do. Or you're in love with an air sign. And you don't know it's like you don't know what to do. This person's sick or oh, all right. So let's pull some clarifiers. You have Courage, pay attention to your money, and Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Yeah, this person is going to give you the information that you need. They're going to put a boot in your ass, Sagittarius, but they're going to do it lovingly, okay? See, Cup. This person really loves you. They have a wealth of love for you, all right? And you're dealing with big love. That's your energy. And prison. So you might be, someone around you might go to prison, or what they think is prison, which is rehab. They're just like, and this makes total sense, especially if this is you, if you have to go to rehab, for example, Sagittarius. Sagittarians are ruled by Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, strokes of luck. I have shorts on, okay, please. Strokes of luck, right? Fortune. You rule fortune, you and Pisces. Just very, very fortunate people. Even if you're cursed for fucking poverty, you still find ways to, run a quick con, do what you gotta do, go to the casino. I'm not condoning anything. I'm just saying this is the habit. You might luck out and somebody goes to jail, or you might luck out and you end up going to rehab even though you don't want to, and it's the best decision that you could ever make. Or someone says, listen, let's say you did something heinous. I don't want to get into the details. I'm getting like child shit, and I'm getting like, I don't want to go there. Okay, Sagittarius, but what they're saying is that maybe you should plead insanity, or like, because there's a court issue that's happening, and you could just blame it on your being crazy or whatever to avoid prison and go to the psych ward, because maybe you'll get better treatment there or something, or maybe you're just worried about going to jail. And you're scared. You're freaking out about it. You're all tied up. You're just like, fuck, am I gonna go to jail? Am I gonna go to jail? But if this isn't the what's helping you situation, I feel like though there's going to be a loophole that you find, Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Turn that frown upside down. Naturally lucky. You out here wasting it. You have got to try the salted caramel mocha from Starbucks. Woo! Drama. All right, Sagittarius. So this is how you're rolling into December. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what energy you're running into your birthday month, Sagittarius. Good. I'd be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, heavy on the Taurus, or thinking about one, or wanting to contact one, or they want to contact you. You have financial constraints. All right, all right, all right. And anxiety. Okay. Mind the business that pays you, Sagittarius. If something didn't work out in one situation, look for an alternative. Don't stay stuck. Create a plan for 2021 or a plan from now until 2021, so you don't start the new year in this situation. So let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. Go ahead and clarify this. I feel like you guys are so smart that, like, no matter what happens, you just think your way out of it. Like, who can think their way out of money? Okay. So you have heartache over what's no longer there, and great worry over nothing. You see what I'm saying, bro? Great worry over nothing. It's like your financial constraints, you're in February. All right. Again, in February, something's going to happen. Okay. Let me get some more clarifiers out so I can get a better understanding of what's happening here. You might have to, leave someone in a situation. Somebody might have to take over your finances, which will make you feel like you're being constrained. But somebody might have to take over a situation while you're in rehab, or whoever this person is in rehab. Like, you kind of have to give somebody else complete control over a situation, I'm hearing. And it doesn't make you poor by... It doesn't... The thing is, I'm feeling that you're feeling that you need complete power over something because you don't trust anyone but yourself. Because when you did trust people, they kind of shit on you. But the thing is, Sagittarius, who are you trusting? Even if somebody had a lot of money, even if somebody had the bag, did that make them a good person? Why would you put your trust in them? If somebody was dirt poor, but they had a good heart, would that change the way you treated them? Because financial constraints, yes, it has to do with money, but health is wealth, and so is your spirituality. So you also have to ask yourself, if you ended up in this situation, did you allow a lot of people to have access to you? Because the root chakra is what rules your foundation, your pelvic area. And if your root chakra is out of balance, it means financial constraints in the material world, emotional anxiety. It means instability. And it trickles not only from the pelvic area all the way up to the crown chakra. Excuse me. I did a podcast like 2 weeks ago with the Mindful Wizard. Follow him on Instagram, and all my information will be down in the description box below. I did a podcast about discipline, and I wrote about, and I did a dissertation on sexual discipline, how you could actually fuck your way into poverty if you're fucking with the wrong people, because STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, are not the only thing you would be incurring by dealing with poor people. And I don't mean like financially poor, I mean like people that steal, people that rob and try to hoodwink other people, people that, you know, try to steal destinies by lying on other people and getting them fired, people that create problems for other people, you know, people like let's say you're a dude and you're in high school and somebody dared you to fuck a prostitute, you know what I'm saying? And you did it one time and you swore to yourself you'll never do it again, but you're not one of those like crystal toting people or Reiki people who get Reiki. So, you know, you've kind of like been marinating that energy and all the other people you've been having sex with who are not like enlightened and want to clear their energy or understand what it means to be to have good spiritual health. So you're not only getting STDs from them, if you haven't been using protection, but you're getting spiritually transmitted diseases like poverty consciousness, poor-minded people, people who would rather work a 9 to 5 every day instead of creating their own stability. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around people who want to grow ethically. And I think ethics plays a major role here. You have the Hermit in reverse. I'm going to take it. And ooh, this is your card, Sagittarius. That's Temperance. You have the Chariot under the deck, something to do with the car, and Three of Pentacles. All right, so the Hermit to me represents a spiritual enlightenment, and also like being in tune with oneself, and isolation. Um, from what I can see here, I feel as though you kind of fell off your spiritual path. And it's, I feel like you had to do things to survive, and you've kind of carried whatever maneuvers you had to make in those instances to survive. You kind of carried it from one situation to another situation to another situation, and it kind of created uh, uh, a what is it called again? A snowball effect. That's what I was looking for. And I think you find a way to balance everything out so you could start December on a better foot, because with the Temperance card showing up in reverse, it means balance. It means you're in your element. It means that you're making shit happen. You're the alchemist. You know, you're pouring water into, you know what I'm saying? You're able, because typically in other decks, this is a cup of water and this is a cup of fire, and she's able to blend the two, like it just forms, you know, a natural blending state to create a different element. You have fire and you have water, so it's creating another element. So this is like some like magical energy here that is already within you, that's already like flowing within you, Sagittarius. So you could make $20 last like 2 weeks because you're a G like that. You feel me? But I feel as though you're needing to go within. You're really needing to like look over your spiritual health and kind of right some wrongs, because it's finally catching up to you financially, or it's been catching up to you financially, and now you're finally understanding why you're having these issues. All right, you have grief and sorrow, okay, and a military. All right, so someone in the military, or someone who worked in the military, or someone who's very, very disciplined. You know, you're watching them as they, you know, you're kind of looking on from afar. Like, I feel like you miss this person, someone, and short illness. Okay, so you might, you know, you might not be like, feeling so hot, which is Virgo. They rule health. They rule health as well, and you're trying to heal because Temperance is a healing card, and they feel as though it's kind of up and down. And this makes sense, especially if you're going into rehab. But fear not, because great worry over, what is it? Over nothing. It's like, it seems dire, but it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. Yeah, expectation. Yeah, you're just in your head about a lot of shit. You're not thinking straight. You're thinking about men or the people in your life or money. You're thinking about a house situation. You're thinking about like, you know, did I fumble a situation? You're thinking, I've lost all power in this situation. But fear not. Like I think no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You just might not be, you know, I think by the end of this year, the people that you were rolling with, you'll no longer be rolling with. And it's for your better. I think it's for your spiritual enhancement. I feel like you were around a lot of karmic energy, or around a lot of karmic people, and they could definitely be your relatives. They could definitely be family. They could definitely be coworkers. They could definitely be lovers. They could definitely be um, they're your fucking neighbors who give you shit, or you give them shit. Whatever. Um, yeah, just and whatever you have to leave behind, whatever a source of money, an opportunity, because you waited too long, you didn't say the right things, you allowed someone to think one thing when it was another, which is, I think that's called omitting. You're a lot. I feel like you're getting caught up in something that all you could do is just tell the truth and just let the leaves fall where they may, or this person has to do this with you. So let me go ahead and get some clarifier cards. Let's see what sign you're going to be dealing with, or celestial body that's going to have a major impact on your life, Sagittarius. All right, so we're getting the astrological oracle cards here. You're not Sagittarius. You just because you don't have all the power doesn't mean you don't have any power. All right. Spirit is here. You need to connect with God. You need to get close to God. You're ruled by Jupiter, for Christ's sake. That's the biggest fucking planet. Like, all right, who are you working with? Jupiter, what the? See? You need to connect to your ancestors. You need to connect to your rulers. You need to say, hey, my fortune is changing for the worse. What can I do, Father? Doesn't this look like daddy to you? I don't care if you're a man. You still need advice. You still need direction. And he rules the wheel of fortune. He rules direction. Talk to Jupiter. Jupiter is, like I said, is ruled by Pisces, and it's also ruled by Sagittarius, and Pisces are ruled by Jupiter. But you might want to find out where Jupiter is. Jupiter is currently in Capricorn. Capricorn is your second house of finance. All right. So you need to find a way to either A, learn financial skills from a Capricorn, B, tighten your relationship with a Capricorn, or people who are Pisces and Capricorn, you really need to get on that spiritual tip, because Capricorns are hella spiritual. They're very shallow people on the negative side, but they are very spiritual people. They are the bones of the astrology. They rule the bones, just like Aries rules the head and the eyes, Taurus rules the throat, um, Gemini rules the lungs, Aries rules the, you know what I mean? Cancer rules the womb. So there's so many things. Scorpio rules the genitals. So there's things that you kind of have to do a little bit more research on to really understand. Yeah, you got Pluto here. Yeah, Aries. But you know what? With Jupiter and Pluto at the bottom of this deck, Pluto is also in Capricorn. So it's like so with that combination, just so you know what's going on in your second house of finance, Sagittarius, your second house of finance is Capricorn. You have Jupiter, luck and expansion, and growth, immediate prosperity, and you also have Pluto. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Scorpio rules commissions, inheritances, money you share with other people, assets that are shared between family members, and whatever, shared assets, death, taxes. There's a lot going on with people dying and wills and inheritances and tax evasion and fraudulent money extortion type shit, and it's all happening in your second house. Like the potentiality for shit that sounds like a good idea to go hayward really, 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 really quickly. Like, I mean, instantaneously. I mean, it may work for like 5-6 years, and then you lose everything. So all I'm gonna say, Sagittarius, is what um this transit in of Jupiter and Pluto. I think Pluto has like 2 more, like I think Pluto is in Capricorn for like, I think 10 more years or something. I think Pluto is one of those planets that's like 30 years, or every 10 or 30 years, something like that. But I know Jupiter is every year or every year and a half it switches. So you have the opportunity to really capitalize on this, eighth house energy, which is like death, taxes, money, shared resources, all these things. And you also have this Jupiterian energy that wants to help you grow. But if you're coming at it with a negative energy, if you're coming at it on some fraudulent, scammy bullshit, then it's going to expand the repercussions as well. Food for thought. Food for thought. All right. So now let's look at. Whoa. What was I going to do? All right. Let's look at your money for the month of November. Now, Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of things are going on around you and you're just like watching. Now I know what not to do. All right. You have work. Yeah. Your work is never over. Renewal. Maybe you have to do something that you haven't done in a couple of years to keep yourself afloat. Maybe you got to get a job, buddy. Maybe you're just like, fuck, my business is kind of going down the tanker. That's fine, Sagittarius, because you still have those benefic energies in your second house. And sometimes, you kind of have to, it's so potent that it has the capability to immediately grant you luxury and immediately grant you poverty. You have to be right with God. You absolutely must, in order for you to be in divine alignment. So you can meet other divine folks to make divine decisions of discernment. All right. You have 2 cards from the witches or from the oracle. You have ritual and you have solitude. Yes. This is that Virgo energy that was showing up at the end of your reading, moving into December. And you also have what? Integrity. You have to be ethical. You have to operate with integrity. If your ritual is to be scammy and mean and rude and opportunistic, it's going to be eliminated, and your good fortune will turn for the worse. These are very karmic times, Sagittarius. If nobody told you that, I'm telling you that right now. There's like no mercy. There's no mercy right now in the astrology. None. None, nigga. Woo! Sagittarius. All right. Your money affirmation is Earth. What did I say? Ask the element of Earth, i.e. a Taurus, which is me, or a Capricorn, or a Virgo. You see, I feel as though you have been so fiery that you've I feel like you moved so quickly that you don't strategize the long game. You haven't been doing long game strategy. You've been doing get rich quick. You've been doing band-aids on fucking an open heart surgery wound. You know what I'm saying? Ah, and then you have, let's do one more, fairy magic. Respectfully work. What was that money card you got? Respectfully work with the fairies and elements to achieve your goals. So let's find out what crystal you guys need to, that's an element. Crystals are elements. They're a piece of the earth. There's nothing pure. In fact, I have like 40 stones on me right now. The reason why I love crystals is because they are operating at a higher frequency than any human being. Therefore, If you keep them on the person, your body has no choice. Your ethereal energy around you has no choice but to level up, thus breaking any glass ceiling, whether it's emotional, spiritual, financial, whatever, just to match the vibration of these altruistic pieces of earth. You know, Native Americans, when they prayed, um, they well, scratch that. A lot of people centuries ago used to believe that they were frozen light, like like comets and shit that flew down from the heavens. Like, I have a comet on me right now. It's called a Moldavite. This is a comet. It's a tektite. It has alien properties. Anyway, so yes, think of it like this. You know how, and I've been saying this throughout my readings, but I'm gonna do a whole video on crystals. Think of it like this: when a woman gets pregnant, she has a untapped source of potential in her womb. It's pure, right? So when a woman gets morning sickness or has morning sickness, there's something in her diet or there's something in her that the baby doesn't agree with. The baby is pure, untapped potential, which means that the body, the vessel that's carrying it, has to be purged to maintain this entity. And if so in order for you to raise your vibrations, there's going to be some glass ceilings that are going to be broken within you to reach this frequency, this high vibration frequency, and thus in the process healing and sealing whatever energy leaks you have. Because like I was saying before with the sex, a lot of people have sex with people and they carry these spiritually transmitted diseases of lack consciousness, poverty consciousness, of opportunistic mindsets, acting without integrity, doing, stupid, grimy, ghetto bullshit. And that keeps you in a low vibrating energy. I mean like low, low. And I don't mean like fucking to the ground low. I mean like you know, like an older man having sex with a 12-year-old and telling her that it's her fault, mind game manipulation type low energy. And then that girl grows up fucked up in the head because that person wanted to get his fucking dick wet. And it's shit like that. It's like resonance like that really need to be flushed out of people's systems, and people carry that. It's like you're a girl, you're a Sagittarian girl, and you have sex with someone who's just a disgusting person, but they look the part, like they have money, they're nice, they're popular, all these things, but they were fucking their sister before their sister was even able to like ride a bike. I know that sounds hella graphic, Sagittarius, but I feel like I can talk with you guys like that. Anyway, get you some crystals. Let's find what crystal is going to be beneficial for you for the month of September. This is a really long reading, but I feel like I had to get in depth with you guys. Labradorite. Oh, I love this stone. I wore this stone for like 3 solid years. I love Labradorite. Love it. So, it keeps you on your spiritual path. Bam! That's what you need. You need a fucking compass. That's what you need. You need a compass on you. You also need to start listening to readers like me or other people who are going to point out your flaws so that way you could work on them. Because obviously the people you're having conversations with or you're dealing with are not helping you become a better person or holding you accountable. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. What the fuck did I say? Observe life from a greater perspective, reflect on the inner light, Virgo energy, develop consistent spiritual practices, increase spiritual awareness. What did I say from Jump Street? You've been taken off your spiritual path. It's like the ancestors are like, oh, I'm good. The angels are fucking outside, smoking a cigarette. That's not funny. And meditate regularly. Yeah, you really need to get a Reiki healing. If you've never done it, fucking look it up. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. You know why? Because I'm not dealing with your problems, Sagittarius. I'm a Taurus. If you look at the Taurus reading, all we got is money and all kinds of shit coming to us. So I'm obviously working on something for the better. And I think you really need to take a page. Maybe that's why the bull showed up. Maybe keep up some of your clarifiers talked about earth. Maybe you need to listen to earth sign readings and really have an understanding of like their spiritual journey so you can emulate that, because you're fire. So you're super fiery. So there's nothing substantial about fire. It's like you burn shit up and then there's nothing left. As opposed to earth, which is where everything is done. The fire is done on earth. You tread the earth. You eat from the earth. You live on the earth. You sleep on the earth. We're always fucking here. And we will be here when you burn yourself the fuck out. Understand? All right, Sagittarius, it's been super fucking real. Peace. May you always be divinely guided. Super kawaii. Like, share, and subscribe for your girl.